special edition issue that's black and white covers or something, as an example.
The variant covers, the retailer incentive.
That's the word I was looking for. Retail
Ralph
incentives.
hates those.
Yeah.
He hates them
The
so
thing that
much.
pisses me off, though, is because then retailers sit there and say, well, listen, if I normally buy 20 issues of Spider-Man, I'll just up it to 80 so I can get that special issue. I could sell it for profit, and eventually I'll sell the other ones, maybe not, or depending, whatever they think. But they are putting in false numbers that are because 80 other people aren't buying those issues. It increases the issues that are out there in the world that nobody's buying. It'll never go up in value. Not that a comic has to go up in value, but if you buy it, it's a happy coincidence when it goes up in value. Because you go, oh, look, I got it.
It's not exactly like printing money or printing artwork. I mean, like, it's just a publication. That's why I've never really thought comic books would, really...
No, but if you had Action Comics #1...
Oh,
if
yeah.
somebody would
Somebody
give you
on my
$1
side.
million,
Ask her.
What?
What?
Keep her safe.
If he would just hit the tape button, I would. Are you hitting
He
the
would
tape
just
button?
like to hit the tape button.
I
Good.
know.
Okay, so, okay. You find in between your walls of your bedroom a copy of Action #1. Do you keep it or sell it?
I would take a selfie.
Okay, you took a selfie, right, which is what any millennial will do.
With my Action #1.
Right.
What's this?
Okay, but still, do you keep it or sell it? Just like any millennial, you'll take your selfie, we got it, and then you'll take a picture of a taco.
Okay,
Then
yes.
what else? Then what else do you do? Do you
I'll
keep
take a
it or
picture of
sell
the
it?
Action Comics with my coffee and say, light reading.
Yes.
Anyway.
And if you read it, I would be so mad at you. But anyway, would you keep it or sell it? Third time.
Okay. Well, it depends on the condition of the comic book, first of all. If it's...
No, there's no... Keep it or sell it. Because, I mean, you can
Keep
go
or
down...
sell it?
Is it a 9.0? Is it an 8.0? No. You
Okay.
have it, keep it, sell
Here
it.
are the steps of what I would do if I found that. First of all, I would be, like, beyond shocked. Second of all, I would look at it, and I would probably flip through it and decrease the value even more.
Sure, because you go...
Oh, yeah, totally. And then I take it in the bathroom, of course. No. Then I let my cat sit on it. No.
Okay. Ding, 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 ding,
Probably...
She's unsure.
You're
Yeah.
unsure. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So you would just keep it then because she didn't
But
say
if
sell,
we're
so she's
talking
keeping
about,
it.
like, Catwoman #1 by Jim Ballant from, like, 1992, which is actually my favorite comic I would never, ever, ever sell.
See, it wasn't
But it's
about
only
your
$20.
favorite comic.
Yeah.
It's only $20.
It's
not gonna
about
have
it
money.
has nothing to do with your the idea is here's
If I have
the
no-
rarest and most valued comic
$1 million
and
comic.
you just found it, it's yours. Do you keep it because you love comics or do you sell it because you want the money
$1 million.
or
I
more?
would sell it to Nicolas Cage.
Okay, so you'd sell. So
Yes.
if we have a sell, so we have the majority. 'cause
Ah,
that's
she
what
was
Becky-
on the fence for a while.
I was
I'm
on
a
the fence-
keeper.
well-
I'd be like, I keep it.
See, because here's the thing.
I
you
keep it.
You keep it. You have to buy insurance for it. You have to buy security for it. See, my answer was...
Nobody knows
if you
about it.
If you saw our videos were, I would take a picture, selfie,
Yeah.
take a picture of me with the check, and me giving it to the person because you could do much more with that $1 million than the interest that would ever be earned on that comic. Because
And
let's
it's
just...
for somebody who actually has, sentimental value to it.
Well, I would love to have it, but I don't think I would want to keep it just for the fact is there's so much more that you need to do to keep it safe. Because if granted, nobody knows that you have it, but if somehow, some way, somebody found out you did have it, they're going to break into your house to get it because you're not...
Put it on tour at a museum for 20
Yeah.
years. Let them deal with security.
Yeah,
It's still
I'd-
yours.
I
Just
would
loan
put
it
in a
out.
museum.
Okay, so now you're changing. You
I don't
keep
know.
it and put it to a museum. See, now
could.
you're influencing her.
Well,
But
I'm not
$1
exactly
million-
keeping it. I mean, if it's not within my actual grasp, I would probably...
See, $1 million to me, you could do so much more with. You could feed the children. You can take care of
But
homeless
on the other
dogs.
hand, if I meet a millionaire...
I was the only one that said keep it, and these guys didn't
No,
believe me.
Mike, who used to sit where you're sitting, he said keep too. He said he would eventually
Yeah,
sell it, but the
yeah.
keep was there. So you still have to go with the first part. But the bottom line is, the interest that could, like Superman's first appearance, will go up. But will it go up more than you taking that $1 million and putting it in even a safe interest yielding bond or something like that?
Yeah.
You'll get more money in time. And the bottom
And then
line,
I can buy more comics!
right. And how I also said, you can't take things with you. The Egyptians tried, and they were proven wrong because every time we open up a tomb, there's all their treasure.
Because they didn't do it right.
No, they didn't do it. They did it exactly right. They took everybody that they owned with them. And the thing is, you have fun with that $1 million and enjoy life to the fullest because one day our
And then
time
get
on this planet
Sensation
is gonna-
Comics for $500,000.
There
Right.
you go.
But here's the thing. It's
Conan
everybody,
#1 for me.
Everything that you see back here will eventually be in somebody else's hands because we will all pass. Take that $1 million, live life to the fullest because you can't take it with you.
Not
And
my
we're
stuff.
only just watchers of this stuff. We are caretakers in a museum, if you will.
Not my stuff.
Yeah, you can't take it with you, and I'll put money on that.
Well,
You want to bet $1 million action comic on it?
all right.
That's how I
If
look
people
at it.
follow my instructions, it'll go with me.
to get back to what we were talking before, what about Amanda Connor and the push with women in comics? I think it's a great thing because I have 4 little girls, and I love the idea that in time there's going to be heroes that they can look up to.
And relate to. That's the
Right.
main
That's
thing.
the
Is
main
like
thing, yeah.
a lot of people can't relate to comics written by men.
Exactly, I agree.
Like,
I
a lot of
can't write a
women are
good
just-
woman comic. I can write a better man comic. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, like, and also the problem is, like, I don't know, this is starting to go into the nitty gritty, but when I was at Baltimore Comic Con, I don't know if anybody knows this, but a lot of black people really like comic books, and there aren't any
Enough
real
minorities.
black women writing comics.
That's right. We need more.
Like, what? There aren't any, like, Native American women writing comics. There's
There's a
no real
lot of-
minorities writing. It's just white girls like me.
But it's gonna in time as we go forward. There wasn't many women. Now there are women. It's gonna happen because the love of comics, and plus they want to make money. Both comic book companies want to, or the major two
You know
want to
what?
make money.
DC really makes me wonder sometimes.
About how to make money or how to.
Well, every time they like put out a comic book and the woman is in another like I'm sexually empowered and I'm like, you don't have to be situation. It's like I get it. It's just I don't think every character has to go from like, I have the sex. It's like we all do. We all do.
Which characters are you talking about?
I'm kind of
Come
thinking
on.
like the way that they wrote Catwoman in the New 52, the first issue, she's banging Batman, and I'm like, is that necessary?
But they never. They that has to. Well, in
Harley
Earth 2,
Quinn, like again, like I don't know. It's just I don't say that there shouldn't be sex in comics. It feels so ham-handed in ways that I'm just like
Repeated, overdone.
yeah.
How many times has Catwoman had sex with Batman in the comics since their
Lots.
75-year history? In their 75-year history, not that many.
I don't
Not
know.
that many?
Not that many.
I don't know.
Only in Earth 2 did they have, to the point where they have a baby called the Huntress, in Earth 2. But as far as what I've been reading since I've been collecting in the 70s, not a lot.
Okay, it's
You
just,
know,
No,
that's-
well, they always implied that kind of stuff back then because
yeah.
of
They
code,
might
blah,
have,
blah, blah.
But that was always that great angst between them two. Are they going to kiss or are they not going to kiss? When she's about to kiss him, she takes his belt and runs, or does stuff like
Yeah.
that. And that's
Is she
always
going to
the great-
turn? Is he going to turn?
Right.
Oh, Batman never turns. You always think she's gonna cave.
Yeah.
Right, and that's one of his biggest, failings, if you will. He thinks he can help her be more than she is already. He can take her up higher and say, "Listen, you're better than a common thief." Which
Well,
she is.
Batman thinks he can do that about everybody.
Well, yes,
Batman's
and
a little
no.
entitled.
Not Joker,
Not-
not
yeah.
the Joker, not Clayface. He doesn't try to turn those ones.
I
but
don't know.
Well, that's because they're ugly. He feels that the pretty
I
people
don't
can
know.
be changed.
Pretty people always can be changed.
Yeah, exactly. They can
But
be
no,
made
I
into
think
good
he
members of
does
society.
kind of think that about everybody. Maybe not so much the Joker. He's probably
is
pretty
that-
much accepted that they're mortal enemies.
Is that a
but-
bad thing to look
No,
at? The
I don't
best in
think it's a
people
bad
and see
thing.
to bring them up.
No.
Because especially if, let's just say, Catwoman, who could do so much more as a crime fighter than
He
a
just,
thief.
yeah, he just seems. At some points, Batman seems to put himself above everybody
Because
and say,
he
if
is.
you're not like
He's
me,
pretty judgy.
judgmental. That's a great one.
He's
But
a
yeah,
judgy kind of
but
character.
Not that that's
Can be,
necessarily a bad thing.
Because
It's
he
just
takes it to the nth extreme.
that's
He-
part of being Batman. Though.
yeah,
great.
That's how you have
he's
the-
judge, jury, and
the-
executioner on
and
that
he
one.
tells you how
the guts
to
to go
act.
out there and swing from a
Right.
building with no superpowers
Go
and
after
take on anybody and
a super
hang out
villain
with the
that has
Justice League
powers
for
with
Pete's
muscles
sake.
only. Come on,
Yeah.
that takes a lot of.
Oh yeah, that's
chutzpah.
part of
And
it
a lot
too,
of free
yeah.
time without having a real job.
He has a job. He runs Rain Industries.
Does he though?
Somebody
Lucius
does.
Fox
Somebody
does,
does.
but he put that guy in place because he knew he could trust him. So, but he does. And
Every once in a while, he
Thanks to
takes a
Dark
walk
Knight
around the
movies.
building.
yes,
Thanks
What's
to
that?
the Dark Knight.
He takes a
movie.
lap around the building and goes back
Yeah.
and working
Sure.
out.
I mean, but that's the thing about Batman. He that's why he's popular, is because if you're a human and you have millions of dollars, or billions of dollars, you can be like him by.
I don't even want to
expecting
go
more of
into the
yourself.
capitalist dream
Well,
at this
the
point.
Well,
point-
no,
Because
but
both
if
him
you-
and Ollie, are the same thing.
Yeah.
The Green Arrow. It's like,
Yeah,
if
Zorro,
you have like
yeah.
millions of dollars, you too can fight crime, and you too can change things the way you want it to
He
be.
was the thing about Batman to me was always he's the pinnacle of what a human mortal could be.
Right, exactly,
You know what I mean?
100%. In fact, in the Justice League, in the, I want to say the 50s, maybe early 60s, they were basically trying, there was the fan base was trying to kick Batman out because Flash has a superpower, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Superman, Martian Manhunter, all characters with superpowers. Batman does not belong in the Justice League. So the
Neither
writers...
does Green Arrow.
Well, but this is before he was there. It was just Batman. But they were a special story that Batman saves the day because of him not having super extreme powers. It was because of him that he saved the lives of the Justice League, given proof that he needs to be there. But right now, it's his intellect that saves the day. Because when they were trying to kick him out of the Justice League, when eventually they did because of the Tower of Tower of Babel, they drove him out of the Justice League. And then as they went to battle, they always looked for him because he knew how to attack, when to attack, what person to use in the attack. And it's his intellect taking yourself to the highest level of physical, mental, and emotional strengths.
Having access to better education from his wealth.
Yeah, that's part of it. That's part of being on
There's
top.
no doubt.
you
But
know?
you're saying in today's day and age, you can't go on the internet and get that same wealth for free? I mean, if I don't know who Hollywood is, and any of our viewers who are out there, they can certainly look up that information like that and be educated. So you can't tell me right now there's no excuse to not get educated. You can go to a library if you don't have access to a computer.
Well, I think there's a disparity only in that he has a lot more free time to be educated. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And he can go.
He can do
No,
what he wants
doesn't
to
have
be.
free time because he's always after somebody.
Well,
trying
he's
to bring somebody
doing
down.
what he wants to do. Is the
Yeah,
point.
it's
But
not
he's
that he
not
has to
free
work
time.
like a job at TCBY yogurt. I mean, he's just
True, but if he doesn't do it, then the city falls. So if he goes to TCBY and decides to serve ice cream to help the poor, Gotham falls because Joker just released some gas or...
well, you see what I mean? Like he doesn't.
But if
have,
there's
like,
no
these
Batman, then
he,
maybe there's no Joker.
he didn't grow
Oh,
up with
there's a
these.
Joker.
He
There's
didn't
it's not chicken before the egg. Those maniacs are out there. Now they have a reason to now take over because
Yeah,
they
if
know
he
nobody's gonna
retires
stop
now.
them.
But he didn't grow up with the idea that he ever had to have a job. I mean, like, he knew he was a trust fund kid. He knew he could do whatever he wanted. Most people grow up and they're like, man, I better go into finance or else, man, I'm really not going to make anything. And so that's how I feel about Batman. He's always had, like, this mindset that he can do whatever he wants, where a lot of people don't grow up with that idea, which is where Batman's entitlement kind of comes in.
Well, he knew he could do anything he wanted.
Yep.
Right.
His options were unlimited.
I mean,
period.
he could have been born with an average intelligence, but, you know, like, he can do whatever he wants. He had, like, multiple mentors and trainers that he flew around the world to train with.
But, you know, if you don't have the intellect to absorb what they're saying, how can you do it then? You have to have the intellect there. So it doesn't matter
the
how many
confidence.
billions. No, you can have
It's
billions
just better
of dollars.
opportunity.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
what I'm
better
saying.
More
opportunity, But
opportunity.
if you don't have super intelligence, how can you retain that? If you have the intelligence of a flea, somebody could be teaching you
He has an
French.
Well, then
incentive.
you-
His parents
well, then you
died. He's
can't-
trying to get everything
then you
back.
can't be Batman.
You have to have money. Well, just like Superman. Can we all become Superman because we come from another planet? No. It's just the idea that you expect more from yourself. You study hard. I remember there was a comic where the Justice League, or it was Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman on Wonder Woman's Island, Paradise Island.
Paradise Island.
Paradise Island. And
Themyscira.
they're talking.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're both. They're both right. So they're all talking about baloney, and there's Batman looking in the library books, and he goes, "I'm gonna borrow this," and he grabs another one. Where all the other heroes are checking out the chicks there. Oh, look at that, or they're eating food. Batman's looking for education. He's constantly looking to evolve. He's not looking to be stagnant, staying in the same spot. That's what makes him an interesting character.
He's using his opportunity because he's always had the best opportunities.
But
if he
opportunity
wasn't
knows to
Batman, he
read.
wouldn't be on Paradise
But-
Island to look at these
But the
ancient
other
novels.
heroes were there too.
He
and
doesn't
they
have
grabbed the
any
books.
other
I
reason
know.
to be there. He's like that guy that would get caught like with his pants down if he didn't read all the time, and I'll have to be
What?
educated.
If you don't have read, your pants fall down.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying that he has to read. He has to be educated because he has nothing else. He doesn't have super strength. He doesn't have super speed. He doesn't have anything other than his brain.
But he can, yeah, and that's a good thing because with that brain, he stops everybody cold.
No.
And it's been proven in the Tower. I mean, this is DC approved stuff. The Dark Knight Returns, he's taking down Superman. Right?
Yeah, that's an Elseworlds.
No.
No, it's not. It's the future. It's
We
not
haven't
Elseworlds.
gotten there yet.
We're
And
going to
DC
talk about that.
DC
Me and
changes
you.
their mind
Yeah, well,
on a
right,
regular
as
basis.
long as Batman's
Depends on
pulling-
what the new 52 is going to be.
As long as Batman brings in the money,
Well, yeah.
he'll always be that way.
Yeah.
The second Superman takes over, then there might be a different story. But for right now, DC
That's
canon,
true.
everything is Batman, 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 and rightfully so because he's making the money. You take him out of the mix.
Batman does make the most money. in comics and in life.
Then he'd
He's
just
faithful.
then he'd be the Flash.
Okay, well, let's wrap this up.
All
I'm
right,
getting
let's do
bored.
it. Okay.
What's next?